Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I will be teaching this class on when did you first. So each person will be systematically answering this question on different topics, and as a group, we will try to discuss these different topics as much as possible. So the topic is, when did you first? Let me show you a little bit of some of the questions. So when did you first go on holiday by yourself? So we'll talk about holidays. When did you first drive a car? So we'll talk about driving. When did you have a part-time job? When did you first give a speech, maybe in English or in your native language? When did you first eat raw fish? When did you first travel to another country? When did you first ride a bicycle? When did you first have a car accident? When did you first go on a date? When did you first shoot a gun? Those are some of the topics we will be going over during class today. This is a fluency class where you will practice speaking in order to gain more fluency and learn new vocabulary. Hello, Aitana. How are you today?
Hello. Hello, I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing okay. I'm trying to, I guess. So yeah, have a cold, and as you can tell from my voice. So
Yes.
yeah. So what time is it right now? And is it Brazil that you're from?
No, I'm from Spain. It's
Spain. Oh,
10
that's
o'clock
right.
here.
You're from Spain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. It's is what time is it?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Okay. All right. And hello, Adela. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks, and you?
I'm doing okay. Doing okay. All right. And we have Marcella. Hello. Hello, Marcella. Where are you from? And hello, Alexander.
Hi,
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Good. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I still have my cold. It seems to be getting worse, not better. So
Oh,
I'm
what
not happy
happened?
about that. I've just had a cold for the last week.
Is it
So
serious?
can you tell from my voice? I
Yes,
I
I
hope not.
hear.
So
No, that's great.
yeah. Yeah. Hello, German. How are you today?
Hello, I'm fine, and you?
Very good. And hello, Massimo. How are you?
Hello, fine, thank you. Well, you?
Has, good. Has it gotten warmer in New York, or is it still very cold over there?
No, no, yeah, yes, today I think 10 degree, yes, Celsius.
10 degrees Celsius. Okay. So it's starting to get
Yes, it's good. Now I change my dress.
good.
Yes, cold,
Good.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
All right.
yes.
All right. Roberto, how are you this morning or this afternoon, this evening?
Yes, night.
Yeah, it's a night. Okay, it's night. Okay. So you're the Roberto from Spain.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. All right. All right. And then Massimo from Italy, but he's living in New York. And then there's German. You are from
From Chile.
Chile. Okay. I had the wrong country in my head, so I'm glad you said from Chile. And Alexander from Russia. And Aitana from Spain. And Adela from Spain. So welcome, everyone. My name is Holly, and I'm from Idaho in the U.S., where I apparently have caught a winter cold. So pardon my voice. So all right. So today's class, what we will be doing is we will be systematically answering questions based on when did you first. And if you hear somebody say something you want to know more, please ask them a question. So it's totally fine if you try to start a conversation if you are interested in what they have to say. And so the first question is, when did you first go on holiday by yourself? So let's start with Roberto. And German, could you do me a favor and could you mute your microphone? There's noise coming from whatever you're doing. I hear you typing, I guess. Thank you. Roberto, so when did you first go on holiday by yourself?
I think when I was 17 or 18 years old, I think.
Mm-hmm. And where did you travel to?
I went to cities in the southwest of France, Biarritz, Endaya, Bayona.
Mm-hmm. Did you go with some of your friends?
No,
or were you completely alone?
Yes, completely alone.
Oh wow! Oh wow! And you went just to tour around and so forth. Were your parents nervous?
Yes, of course. They know. They know about my trip.
And they were nervous about it.
My father, no. I think no.
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 Okay.
They always give me freedom.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great. All right. Excellent. So you went to the south of France. Okay. And Massimo, how about you? When did you first go on holiday by yourself?
I think I remember 17, yes, 17 year old. I go along with to Parma, the city of in North Italy, to watch the painting of a very famous painting in Rinasciment age.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, il Parmigianino.
And that was in Italy.
The name of the yes, sorry.
Yeah, that was in Italy, right?
Where is?
So it was a different part of Italy is where you traveled to.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, the first yes, the first for myself is this travel and to this city for the watch this painting of the famous the name the person make the painting. I don't remember. Painter.
Mm-hmm.
Painter.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Parmigianino is famous in the Rinasciment age.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. And so you were able to actually watch him do the painting? Or they just presented the painting?
No. I watch.
Watch. Awesome.
Yes. Yes. This. You know. No, I don't know if correct, but this time live this painter is Rinasciment age. Rinasciment. I think.
Rinasciment age. Yes, and I haven't heard. I don't know the Rinasciment age, but I'm not very familiar with painting. So, Enrichment age maybe.
Renaissance age. Okay. Renaissance. Okay.
Renaissance. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I remember. Yes, Renaissance. 1,400 between 1,500 age time. Okay.
Okay, so it's between 1,400 and 1,500.
Yes.
1,400 and 1,500. Okay, awesome. All right. All right, thank you. All right, German, how about you? When did you first go on holiday by yourself?
When I was 17, I went to Bariloche in the south of Argentina with a couple of friends and a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 17 seems to be a real common age, at least for men, to go on holiday. So you went down to the southern part of Argentina. Was there beaches there, or why did you go to that part of Argentina?
There is a lake and also snow, but when I went, it was summer, so we went into the lake between.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Awesome. Right. And Alexander, how about you? When did you first go on holiday by yourself?
It was not so long time ago. It was when I was 18. I was given a great opportunity to visit Finland, and I had to work as a leading guide.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it was the first time when I was abroad, and actually it was kind of a risky travel because I didn't know the people who gave me there at all, and I was doubting at the end of the journey that it's kind of let's see. False, no, that it was lies from someone.
Yeah, that it was a fraud. Maybe you were being frauded.
Yes, and I was afraid of being, frauded. And then when I came to Finland, my employer met me at the airport, and he showed me around and told me everything that I had to do, that I had to work on, and the main fact of this journey was that I was traveling alone for the first time in my life.
Yeah, and where now, as far as you were, what kind of guide?
I was a leading guide, and I was
a linen or a leading guide?
Leading.
Okay, so you were you were like a tour guide for
tour
Russian?
guide. No, yes, the main guide of the all guides. It's kind of hard to say, I don't know. And yes, for the Russian people, and I was showing them around, to Christmas places like Santa Claus Village. It was in Rovaniemi.
Oh, Rovaniemi. Okay.
Yes. And and etc.
Okay. When was it? Do you know? How long ago? Yeah, how long ago was it?
2 years ago.
Oh, really? So you may have heard my voice there.
Actually,
Miss Boss.
Probably, but actually, I kind of don't remember.
Okay, because I down in Tampere, I think it was in 2007, so maybe they've changed it. But apparently, I did a voiceover, and I was Mrs. Claus, and I don't know if they actually kept my voice, but
oh my God, it's unexpected. If you told me that before, I would I would pay attention on that, and
Yeah, exactly. So, but I never, the 11 years I went there, I never did make it up to Rovaniemi. So it's one place I want to go to. Rovaniemi in Finland is up near the Arctic Circle, and they have a big Christmas theme park and Santa Claus theme park and everything.
And they also have the rock with how to say, just a second, can't remember this word. cave. Yes, the cave of
Mhm.
Christmas things. Maybe you heard
Yeah,
something
I've
about
heard
that.
of it. Yeah, I've heard of it. So I've looked at their websites and stuff. I just have not been up there. So, all right, okay. And then Tana, how about you? When did you first go on holiday by yourself?
Well, my first time I was 19,
Mhm.
or less, and I went to the north of Spain with my boyfriend.
Mhm.
And well, we were almost 2 weeks by car, visiting a lot of places there.
Uh huh.
Well, it was in summer, but there in the north of Spain normally it's raining. So, well, for us was the first one we went on holidays together,
Mhm.
and I remember it like a very happy time.
Cool. Cool. So basically you road tripped. You went on a road, what we call in English a road trip through Spain.
Yes.
And I typed that wrong. So a road trip. Awesome. In the U.S., we have fond memories of road trips. So,
Mhm.
Adela, how about you? When did you first go on holiday by yourself?
The first time I travel abroad by myself with my boyfriend,
Uh-huh.
I was 18,
Mhm.
and was a trip a little um, strange because the car was a Citroen 2CV.
Uh-huh.
Um, this is a very old
Uh-huh.
car. It's not possible to go fast to.
Mm.
And we arrive Paris with a lot of later, a lot.
A lot later than planned.
Yes, because the car is not a good car.
Okay, so you
Was not. Yes.
so you went on an old train.
Was sorry, an
Was it
old
an old train
train? No, sorry, this is a
or an
car.
old car? Okay, car. Okay, so you road tripped it as well to France.
Yes, it's a Citroen. Is
Uh-huh.
the brand,
Ah,
and
ah,
it's
ah, okay.
two
Yeah.
two
Okay.
CV, two horse.
Uh-huh.
In Spain, was the name two horse because the engine was only two. It's not a good engine.
Uh-huh. So it was a two
Has
horsepower
disappeared.
car.
Yes, has disappeared
Uh-huh.
now. Yes,
So it was a
only
really
the collection. The collection. There are people have a collection about this car.
uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay. So it was an old car. Now question, how long did it take you to get to Paris? And how long would it take you today to drive to Paris?
I think 5 years after we put on the accelerate
Uh,
pedal a brick.
really?
Yes, because it has more hard to many hours, no, with the foot into the to push, no.
Uh-huh.
Finally, we take a break on the road. We put same to have accelerate to be more
Wow.
comfortable.
Wow. So
Uh,
how long did it take
today
you?
today we arrive in uh, in one day, in Paris.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
it's very different.
And how long did that trip take you? 5 days? 3 days?
I think
When you were in that car.
to arrive Paris, to Valencia, Paris, I think 5 days.
5 days. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you needed to go to the camp, to camp, to put the tent, it's was difficult, I think, but this was the first time I went holiday myself or with my friend.
Okay, excellent. And I guess the first time I went on holiday without my parents actually was when I was 13. And my parents put my brother and my sister and I on a bus, and we were in Oklahoma, and we took a bus up to Idaho, and we spent 4 weeks up in Idaho with family and friends. And that would have been probably the first holiday without my parents. But we were with other family members, so I don't know if that counts or not. Otherwise, I don't remember going on holiday probably until I lived abroad and when I was in my 20s. So, all right, let's go to another topic. So, when did you first drive a car? And also in your country, when do people get your driver's license? So let's start with Alexander. How about you? When did you first drive a car?
So firstly, the driver license, yes, or
driver license,
yes, the driver license. The person can get when he becomes 18 years old, and only then he should take some exams, and if you pass them, you will get the driver license. So speaking of my first experience, it was 5 years ago when I was around 16 while I was studying at school. Yes, my father tried to teach me how to drive, and I was so happy to experience that for the first time. And I don't know, it was just when I tried that for driving the car, I was like on 9 cloud, and then I was begging my father to try it one more time, and every time I promised him that it is the last time that I'm begging you, but always it repeated, and it turned out that I was taught by my father pretty good to pass the exam by myself, and then to get the driver's license. And I'm proud of my father. I'm proud of myself, and I respect my father that he didn't that he wasn't afraid of
teaching you.
Yeah, teaching me, and yes, it's great. And then I bought my own car, and now I drive every day, and to the university and back at home.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. And that was all when you were 18?
No,
Oh.
16.
16. Oh, okay. See, wow. Okay, so
I was driving without driver license. It was so risky.
Yeah, very risky. Yeah, because well, I know that in my country, that's when people get their license. Usually, is when they're 16. So I did want to know earlier when you asked if it was driver license, I was thinking that was British English. So I looked it up. In American English, we say driver's license with a possessive, drivers.
Okay.
And in British English, they don't say I thought they said driver license, and that's why I didn't correct you. But it turns out in British English, they say driving license.
Drivers. Okay, thank you.
Driver's license, American English, British English, driving license. So, all right.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, you're welcome. Because I was like, I need to check that because I knew that it was different in British English, but I thought that it was driver license, but it's a driving license. So, German, how about you? When did you first drive a car?
According to the law of Chile, you
Uh-huh.
can get a driver's license when you are 17, but you can drive only with the supervision of an adult. In my case, I got the license driver at 17, but I learned maybe at 16 or before. But
Before that.
yeah, but it was not possible to drive earlier. So I have to wait, and it's okay.
Okay.
My father taught me.
So he taught you, and was it also risky, like Alexander's? That you guys, when caught, would your father get in trouble?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. Excellent. Jose, welcome.
Hello, Holly.
Nice to see you. So, question.
Nice to see you again. Question for me. Tell me.
What? Okay, yeah. For your first question for you, Jose. It's just
yes.
Right, your turn actually. So, when did you first drive a car?
When I was 18 years old.
Is that when you legally can drive a car in Spain?
Yes. In Spain, when you are 18 years old, you can drive a car. When I was 18 years old, I got the driver license.
Okay. You got the driver's license or driving license. So, okay, excellent. And
driver license or driving license. Okay.
In American English, in American English, it's drivers with a possessive, driver's license.
Okay.
In British English, it's driving license.
Okay.
Okay. Right. And Aitana, how about you? When did you first drive a car?
Well, like Jose, I'm from Spain, and in Spain the driving license, it's the legal age is 18. So the first time I drive a car was when I was 18. So fairly with my father, he tried to teach me, but he didn't.
It didn't work
because I was very nervous, and actually he preferred to brought me to the school, and well, there I learned the license or the exam for pass my license.
So, and license is how we pronounce it.
Okay.
License. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Thank you. Yeah, I had a similar situation. First time I drove a car. First of all, when I was when I was at the age of driving, at that time in the state of Idaho, you could get your license at the age of 14. And between 14 and 16, you could only drive during the day. And I did not get my license at 14. And however, I had some people start working and teaching me how to drive when I was 15. But it didn't seem to work very well, and I actually did not get my license until I was 24. And I got scared off of driving, and I didn't actually really truly start driving until I was 40, because I moved abroad and I didn't need to drive. But yeah, in the state where now it's I think nationwide it's 16, except for like I think in New York City and different places. But at that time it was 14 that we could learn to drive, but it didn't work for me. So Massimo, how about you? When did you first drive a car?
Okay. Yes, I still remember the first lesson with a driver teacher.
Uh-huh.
Yes, very clear the image when I sit in the seat of the drive.
The driver's seat?
Yes, the driver's seat. I was 18 year old. Yes, okay.
18 years old. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah, years old. The first lesson is good, but the after lesson very difficulty. But we won. I take a driver's license.
So you got
after.
Uh-huh.
Yes, after 10 lessons.
Uh-huh. So your first lesson was good, but it didn't go very well after that. But you still got your driver's license.
Yes.
But you'd say, but I still got my license after 10 lessons. Well, that's pretty good. Very, very good. Excellent. Adela, how about you? When did you first drive a car?
Same my Spanish classmate. I had my driving license when I was 18 years old, and I started to drive in this moment. I drove a motorbike before when I was 16, but the car in 18 years old.
Okay. So motorbike when you were 16 and a car when you were 18. And who taught you how to drive?
A motorbike, but very not with a lot of power.
So was it like a moped?
It's a yes, it's a mobilette. It's a motor with 45 power
horsepower.
I don't. Yes, I think because it's necessary not more than 50. The engine. Yes, the power.
Yeah. So it didn't go very quick, but it worked for you, right?
Yes, was easy the exam or have the driving license.
Awesome. And did you learn to drive from a driving school?
Yes, I went to a driving school, and I had the theoric classes and practice classes, and after that an exam. I passed the exam.
Yeah.
One more. Only the first time I passed the exam.
Okay, awesome.
Was easy.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So you could say instead of theoretical, which is what you tried to say, theoretical. You could also just say theory. I had the theory classes first, and then I had the practical practice, and and then you can say
practical.
I passed the theory exam with flying colors. So that's one. But with flying colors because it was easy. This is one way to say it.
Oh, easy peasy, no?
Easy peasy is another way. Yeah,
yes.
It was easy peasy.
Easy peasy piece of cake.
Yeah, easy peasy though. Frankly, the only people I ever hear say easy peasy are small children. So I don't hear adults say that very often. But that just might be my region or my circle of friends. But yeah, because it was, you could also say I passed the theory exam because it was a piece of cake. Yeah, another way of saying it. Yeah, but theoretical. And then, of course, you had the practical portion. All right, Roberto, how about you? When did you first drive a car?
I think at my 19 years.
19?
Yes, 19, because I got the driving lessons at this age, at the 19s.
Okay. And no, but you're from you're from where are you from again? I'm sorry. You're from Spain.
Yes, I'm from Spain.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you're from Spain. So okay, so you got it a year later than everybody else in the class. So yeah, did you take a special driver training from a driver school?
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Yeah, did you go to a driving school to learn how to drive?
Yes, of course. It's necessary to learn. Yes, necessary.
Okay.
Yes, a place where you receive the classes. As I say, the theoretical classes and practical classes I think is too expensive, and now it's too expensive nowadays.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Let's go to the next one. So, when did you first have a part-time job? So let's start with Massimo. First, when did you first have a part-time job?
I was 20 years ago. Yes, my first job is in the technical studies. A moment.
So you'd say it was 20 years ago?
Yes. Technical study, yes. Because for the building. Yes. And yes, part time. This is was a big study in my city.
Awesome.
Into the study is 2 architects, 3 engineers, and 3 or 4 person of the secretary, and my a moment. I am a surveyor.
Okay, so yeah, I was a surveyor.
Surveyor, yes.
Surveyor.
Yes, in the high school. In Italy, after high school, the university is engineers or architects.
Yes. Cool, awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. So you were being able to be trained through that project. Awesome. All right, Aitana, how about you? When did you first have a part-time job?
My part-time job was when I was 16. I worked in a restaurant, and it was a part-time job because then I was studying, and in order to pay my studies, I work in a restaurant in the kitchen.
I remember. So we somehow had this question yesterday too.
Yesterday, yes.
Yeah, and it was another lesson, obviously, but because I remember your answer was the same. It was a kitchen. It's because it's really hard work. Yeah.
Very, very hard.
Yeah.
I was very young, and the work was very hard. Yes.
Yeah. And German, how about you? When did you first have a part-time job?
When I was in my last year of the university, I worked for a company of my uncle, Tío Julio, and I was like a construction planner. I don't know if it's correct, the word.
Yeah, construction planner, it sounds right. Yeah.
Yes. So I have to planify the work, the workers, how many men to send to the construction, see the hours, the salary of them, the money, the materials, like a planner.
Awesome. And did that help you for your future job after university?
Yes, because it was a great experience, and I can tell in my interviews about it. So it was great.
Awesome. All right, and Roberto, how about you? When did you first have a part-time job?
I was when I was 18, and I work something about security. I try to avoid people rough. Do you understand?
I tried to avoid people's roof.
Rough people, rough something, rough steal something.
Okay. So because I'm hearing roof, but I don't think that's what you mean. Do you mean this rough?
No. Roof like steal something.
Rough.
No, rough a bank. No.
Rob. Okay.
Yes,
Rob.
Sorry.
Rob. Okay. So you worked for security to stop stop
something similar to. That. I think it was harder because I work from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. 12 hours at night, and it was terrible. 22 days, and I can't sleep. I couldn't sleep.
Yeah. So
harder.
Yeah. And that was your first part-time job?
Yes.
Wow. So Adela, how about you? When did you first have a part-time job?
When I was 18, more or less.
So you were 18? Okay.
Yes.
All right. And Adela, how about you?
I start, I think, to teach in a private classes for two children. There were the children of a person my mother know, and I think I was 15 or 16 years old, and I teach 2 hours per week to guitar, to teach the children to play guitar.
Okay, so you were doing tutoring.
And this is the first time.
Tutoring or private lessons. Perfect.
Yes.
So, do you still play guitar?
No, maybe I've lost.
You haven't forgotten it though, have you?
I have a guitar, but I don't try to play it.
Ah, okay. So you don't play it much, or
No,
ever.
no.
Okay. And Jose, how about you? When did you first have a
When
part-time job?
okay, when I was studying 50 or 15 years ago, more or less, I had a part-time job in the last year of the career. I was working in a library. Okay,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
it was my first job. I had a part-time job.
Uh-huh. Did you enjoy that job?
Yes, I I enjoyed at this job.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right. And Alexandra, how about you? When did you first have a part-time job?
Actually, when while I used to study at school, and at that time I decided that I need some extra money to, to
Mm-hmm.
buy something, to go out with my girlfriend to somewhere. So I found the work at the city's park, and I used to cut the grass off to, and
Ah,
yes, it's kind of it was kind of
maintenance.
huh?
It was called maintenance.
uh can you
Yeah, I just wrote it on the
post it
Google. It's on the Google chat. It's called maintenance. You did a park
in,
maintenance.
yes, and I kind of I don't know, it was my first job at
Uh-huh.
all, and it was a part-time job also,
Mm-hmm.
and I was paid. I got paid pretty well. That I at that time it was enough for me. I
Uh-huh.
was happy having some extra money.
Great. Awesome. All right. And my first part-time job, I think a couple of you guys heard this yesterday, was, well, of course, babysitting. I started when I was 11, and so I would do periodically babysitting. And the other one was as a paper route. So every morning, 7 days a week, I would deliver 30 to 40 papers every morning. And usually my mom or my dad would help me. Sometimes I would go by myself. My dad would always, we would always go in the car, and we would finish in 7 minutes. And my mom would always make me walk, and it would take us 45 minutes. So when I would go by myself, I would take my bike. So, but it was usually at 5 or 6 in the morning, and I was quite young. I was 11 or 12, and then in the afternoons I would stop by their homes, and every month I would go to each home to collect their money. And for some people, I would have to go every day because it would take so long to get the money from them. Um, and that was my first part-time job. I was quite young, and it was interesting when I think about my that time period. I worked a lot babysitting and paper routes and other little jobs like that when between the age of 11 until I was about 14. And then when I got into high school, I didn't actually work all that much. From about 14 to 17, I didn't work hardly at all. Did a little bit of work. And then when I was 18, of course, I worked every day for the rest of my life, it seems like. So, but that was my first job, paper route. So, next one. So when was the first time that you gave a speech, either in English or in your native language? So let's start with Adela. When was the first time you gave a speech? Or when did you first give a speech?
I think when I finish my degree, I need to present a work, a final project, and I think it was the first time. I prepared a PowerPoint. I I learn a lot. I read anytime, many times. The speech was easy to because was fluent speech because I remember all.
You still remember
I need yes. I write the speech and I repeat. I record and I it was very prepared. No,
I was very
prepared.
Now, you said that
was
you
in
called
Spanish, not in English.
It was in Spanish, okay. And remember, it's called in English we would say project instead of project. Project. Project, yeah, very good. Okay, Alexander, how about you? When did you first give a speech?
It was not so long time ago. It was when I was doing my first year at the university. I used to be a how to say volunteer.
I used to volunteer instead of be. I used to volunteer.
Yeah, yes, I used to volunteer, and after sometimes went after some time.
After some time.
After some time, I became a leader of that organization, and I was needed to give some speeches, but then I was tired of of being volunteer, being
a volunteer,
and started doing studying the programming language, how to program the software and something like that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, and I put on the chat, on the Google chat, some other alternatives. You could say I used to volunteer, or I used to do volunteer work. And you could also say I used to be a volunteer for a nonprofit organization. I think is what you were getting at.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are some different ways you can say it. So, Jose, how about you? When did you first give a speech?
Yes, when I finished my degree, my career, I had to give a speech. I had to present my project. It was my first time that I gave a speech.
Okay. So that's similar to Adela. So it was your university project. Okay.
Yes. In Spain, when you finish the degree, I think that it's obligatory to present a project.
Yeah, it's interesting because in the States I never had to do it that way, so that's great. So, Roberto, how about you? When did you first give a speech?
I never gave a speech.
I have never given a speech.
I think I never. Yes.
You can say I have never.
No, I think I hate to speak in public. I think I'm afraid of speaking in public.
Okay, so you avoid it. You avoid it. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's interesting. You've never given a speech. I had a teacher when I was in grammar school, which is elementary school, who believed it was very important for kids not to be afraid of speaking, and so I gave it in 9 months of school. I think I gave at least 11 speeches. So, and that was when I was 10 years After that, I have never been scared of speaking in public. So, all right. Massimo, are you back? Welcome back.
Yes, yes. I stay here.
Excellent. So when did you first give a speech?
Yeah, the first speech I am 15. I am 15 in the high school. 15, yes, but the no, but for the I was a candidate in the student council.
Okay. Yeah.
And, okay. Yes, in the auditorium. Yes, many my classmates, but many students. And speaker, I did a first speech. It's very emotional. Yes, in that moment, I think not a good idea.
You weren't that good there.
Because I very shy. Yes, I was very shy. Now I am an actor. Yes, now is more simple.
Okay. Yeah. So remember
in the public.
Yeah. Remember to try to. One thing I've noticed. One thing I've noticed with you, Massimo, today is try to use the past tense more. It's very easy to use the simple present, but I was very shy, which you corrected yourself. But when I was 15, so try to use the past tense. So study that a little bit, okay? All right. It looks like we're out of time. So German and Aitana, I'm sorry we don't get to hear when you first gave a speech, so I'm sorry. So
tomorrow.
Maybe. Who knows?
Okay, don't worry.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys have a great day or a night for those of you who are in Europe.
Night.
Yeah. Okay. Those of you who are in Europe, those of you who are in Massimo's in the U.S. and Germans in South America. So continue to have a good day. So see you all later. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Take
Thank you.
care.
Bye bye.
Bye.